Okay, so you may be asking yourself, how do I find curated content on YouTube? Or more specifically, how do I find the content that I curate as an aggregator on YouTube? So this is going to be a guide that will walk you through the most efficient ways to find the content that I curate on this platform of YouTube. Number one, you're going to want to search category-specific quick pick playlists. Number two, you're going to want to search culture, commentary, and quick pick. And number three, you could search Mr. Pollock 890 and playlists. And number four, you can search as an aggregator. So for the first, we're going to go and open up an example here. And we're searching for a category-specific quick pick. That's number one. Okay. So in order to do this, you're going to want to open up YouTube, and then you're going to want to refresh, or just however you get there, and then you're going to want to paste or to copy in this term, category specific quick pick, and then this is going to show up most likely. Now from this, you can scroll to whatever is most likely to catch your interest, whether that be an esoteric quick pick, a social science quick pick, crypto quick pick, politics quick pick, social science, esoteric, natural science, and even culture commentary itself. If you want the main hypergraph reference, you can check out the category specific quick pick playlist, hashtag what's in your consume digest. And by clicking here, you can take a look at all of these hypergraph references that I've made in terms of generating bundles of references. So this isn't the playlist itself. In order to access the playlist, you can browse through these videos to figure out, hey, is there an interesting video that I see that contains an interesting title or thumbnail that could be of interest to me? So once you've located a playlist with a specific series marker, currently we're at our Culture Commentary 6 Quick Pick playlist. So what that means is that there are 6 playlists in this series. So you can take a look at the actual playlist itself by watching the video and scrolling through the video using what I describe as Fibonacci retracements. There's no reason to absolutely watch a video linearly. You can always go in and click into different parts to figure out, hey, is there something more interesting here? Maybe I can turn up the playback speed in order to find the cadence, and just to sit here and to watch, just to see, hey, is there an interesting video in here that could be of use? Once you've found that title and that thumbnail that stands out to you, you can start by clicking into the playlist by clicking on the card at the beginning of the video, and we'll demonstrate what that looks like. Clicking the card at the beginning of the playlist sends you to the description with the playlist link. And then we can scroll down and it will automatically put you into the playlist. So click the button where the playlist title is, and that way you can jump into actually scrolling through the playlist itself. So from here, we took you through a few steps. We said, how do I find curated content on YouTube? Number one, category specific quick pick playlists. And we did that by searching on YouTube, and then we found the main playlist bucket, which was the category specific playlist. And then from there, we can figure out, hey, is there an interesting title or a thumbnail within one of these category specific playlists based on what type of quick pick they are, based on what type of category specific quick pick they are. Culture commentary, social science, natural science, esoteric, crypto, politics, etc. So now we're in one of the first quick pick playlists, culture commentaries. So we can scroll through now and get a look. Oh, hey, is there some interesting content in here that could be of value to you based on what you've seen in a previous video for the specific playlist, right? So in a future video, we'll show you how to efficiently scroll through these playlists depending on if it's a dynamic playlist. What that means is that sometimes we switch around the sort by dates for these playlists, so they're not always going to be sorted by your expectations in terms of thinking that it's a static playlist. In this context, it's sorted by most popular. That way, if you go scroll all the way down to the bottom, then you'll see the least viewed videos. And in many respects, that sometimes is some of the best content. Scrolling. Okay, some Reddit to speech, unconscious bias, Senegal, Sierra Leone. Okay, so that was number one. Search category specific quick pick playlists, and find your way to one of our videos that highlights the specific playlist in question, and then you can trace, okay, from that video in that category specific playlist, we can take a look and click the card in the top left to check out the playlist included. And click on the playlist, and then you're going to want to make sure after you clicked on the playlist, you click on the title of the playlist. That way you can see the whole playlist and start navigating through it. Now, category specific quick picks playlists, there are over 48 category specific quick picks so far. So if you ever figure that you're in need for content that matches one of these buckets, take a look and check it out. Number 2, search culture commentary and quick pick playlist. So we're going to go to YouTube and we're going to search culture commentary and quick pick. And this will lead you to either a category specific quick pick or a playlist curated by Mr. Pollock 890, one of our original content curators for this channel. This is my original channel that I use to curate content, and I figure just for operational purposes it'll be easier to use AsAnAggregator in order to get a message out to figure out, hey, well, what is content curation in 2025, and what value does this offer to consumers out there that are just looking for unique and interesting content to consume. So again, number 2 is search culture commentary and quick pick playlist. Now you can navigate from here using the similar methods, or you can click into the channel, or you can change the search filter to playlist, and you can find some of our most recent playlists by searching culture commentary and quick pick. So now I'm scrolling through all of the playlists that would show up in the search engine as a result of searching culture commentary and quick pick. So yeah, just taking a look at some of these titles and thumbnails. And now we're drifting away from our search results, but in a future video we might do a search journey to check out other people and their results. So next we have Mr. Pollock 890 and playlists. So if you go to YouTube and you search in the search bar Mr. Pollock 890 and playlists, you can find some of the playlists that have been curated from my original content curation channel, which contains the home base of all of our playlists that we've curated up to this date. So for number 3, searching Mr. Pollock 890 and playlists, we get into, okay, so how to navigate to find curated content on YouTube. Check out Mr. Pollock 890, a content curator for AsAnAggregator, and you can check out the homepage, which has all of our category specific, our public, or at least most of them. If you check out our playlists, some of our category specific playlists, such as the 6th entry in culture commentary and such as the 5th entry in natural science, may not already be up there. Oh wait, it is. So I think we're up to date on the 5 series, except for politics 5. But so most if not all of our category specific quick picks are included on our homepage as a quick pick series that you can see and visualize and sort through in terms of finding content that could be valuable for you on your life journey. Include Call of Duty as well. One of the first content marketing operations that got me into YouTube was searching for content related to Call of Duty. Now this is an interesting one. This is our temporal playlists. This was an experimental journey in terms of trying to create a proprietary playlist for the purpose of trying to figure out, well, how can we compress the most value into the least amount of space? And so in order to do this, we bundled our hypergraph, specifically our subscription box and things occasionally floating through our recommendation feed, into a specific category, into a specific temporal playlist for a daily silo. So on Monday, videos from our subscription box we would place into an ASAP Transit playlist, and then we would record that after structuring it however we wanted, and then we would record it into a short, and then we would place it into a specific playlist for the day. So this was all of Monday for Q1 2024, all of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we bundled the weekend into just one playlist. So if you took a look at Wednesday, you can go in, and right now it's sorted by date published oldest. So this is still a dynamic playlist because we have access to being able to change the sort by to date published newest, to date added oldest, to date added newest, and to most popular. So just scrolling through, these were some of the results of our our temporal playlist for a specific day. So it's a little bit fast, but it's available on Mr. Pollock 890, and you can find that by searching Mr. Pollock 890 and playlists. And we open sourced this for Q1 and Q2 of 2024, but we've have some previous entries for previous years. We just don't know how to market that necessarily yet. So next we have created playlists. So if you go back up to the top and click on playlists, you can find all of the created playlists, and you can change them from last video added versus date added newest. So you can take a look, scroll to the bottom, and just take a look at how to find curated content on YouTube. So you would do that by searching Mr. Pollock 890 and playlists, and going to our core content curation hub, and then you would sort through the playlist there. Now fourth and final, you would search AsAnAggregator, which is our content marketing outfit in order to get our message out and to figure out the value proposition for what it means to curate content for others. What do you consume, and how does that overlap with my content consumption interests? That's what I'm most looking to find out, because I consume so much content, which is what's led me here to say, hey, this content can be valuable for others. So I wanted to figure out a way to share it most efficiently, not just for myself, but for other people as well. And maybe for myself in the future, if I'm stumbling upon a breadcrumb trail in a hypergraph. Okay, so you would search AsAnAggregator, and this is just some of my thoughts about content curation, diary of a content curator, diary of a content creator, and diary of a content consumer, as a way to differentiate these terms in my own mind, to think about, well, what is the difference between these concepts? So again, AsAnAggregator, you could check out some of these playlists based on the content that I create, and that should be everything. How to find content that I curate. How to find curated content on YouTube. Number 1, category specific quick pick playlists. Number 2, culture commentary and quick pick. Number 3, search Mr. Pollock 890 and playlists. And number 4, search AsAnAggregator.